Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Have you ever have this particular feeling of anger, resentment and hostility after seeing a certain person or individual being blessed by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? And if you have that particular feeling or you had the feeling before, then that we call it hasad. The envy means that you have envy somebody because of the blessings that have been given to that particular person. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He has advised His Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam with regard to this particular aspect in the Quran. And why He did that? Because He wants to show to us that this is something exists in our life. We shouldn't ignore it. We shouldn't say that it isn't there. It is there. And that's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He mentioned it in the Quran. Allah, He sent through Jibreel alayhi salam Surah Al-Falaq, where it is recited as follows: قل أعوذ برب الفلق من شر ما خلق ومن شر غاسق إذا وقب ومن شر النفاثات في العقد ومن شر حاسد إذا حسد. In the last verse of this particular surah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He is informing Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam to seek refuge against the envy of the envier, means hasad, because this is something that causes a lot of harms in our life. The people who have envy in their lives, most of the time you find them, they are angry. They have this anger within them. They are hostile. They can do anything to make sure that they are destroying a certain blessing that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He has sent it somewhere to some people. Because of that, that's why you can see that there are a lot of distractions in our world. And we are asking ourselves why these people are doing these things. One of the reasons is because these people are envy of these particular blessings which came to people. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He has informed Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam to seek refuge, to ask for the protection from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Even to you individually, there are so many things that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He has blessed you. And you have to be aware of that. Not many people, they like to see these blessings in your life. Maybe you have a good family, a blissful family that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He has granted you in your life. You have good kids or children in your life. And maybe your life is stable. You don't have financial difficulties. All of these are blessings, and there are many other blessings. It could be even the way you look. Maybe Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He has granted you this particular beauty within you. So we have to be aware that not many people in this world will be happy to see us having these particular blessings in our lives. And therefore, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He advises Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam, and He say to him that you need to seek refuge. And that's why every day in the morning and in the evening, Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam, he will recite this particular surah 3 times in the morning and 3 times in the evening as part of seeking protection from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Hasad is something that comes with degrees. What does it mean? It means that there are different levels. The first level, or which is the most dangerous one, is the one which a person have this level of hasad within him, this envy within him, where when he sees a blessing from a certain person that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He has blessed him with, he will wish and want that particular blessing to be taken away. So you can see that these people who have envy, they might do things, it can be indirectly or directly, in order to make sure that those particular things to be taken, even pray against that particular blessing, to ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to remove it, or to wish that particular blessing has been removed. And you can see the way they look at these particular blessings, and they want it to be removed and to come to them. And this is, the irony part, whereby they wish the blessing to be taken, or they want the blessing to be taken away from their brother or from their sister and come to them. And then after that, they also don't want to see anyone else have been blessed in their lives. It is irritating them. It causes this feeling of pain within them when they see someone else have been blessed with the things that they wish to have it in their lives. Maybe they see somebody has been blessed with a car, or maybe they see somebody has been blessed with the knowledge, and they wish that particular knowledge to be taken away from them and to come to them. If you have this particular kind of thoughts and feelings within you, then you have to take care of them, because they might lead you to do the things that you won't like to see them in your life. They might lead you to do the things which are hostile to your brothers and to your sisters and to the communities which are innocent in their lives. The second level or the second degree of hasad is where a person wish or want a certain blessing to be taken away from the brother and to come to him, or with the hope that that particular blessing can come to him by having those kind of thoughts and wishes. But it doesn't go to the extent whereby when he sees others, he doesn't, or it's irritating him. He doesn't want to see them having those particular blessings. Means that he have these feelings towards specific individuals and not towards the community at large. And the third type of jealousy, we don't call it hasad, we call it ghibta, where Prophet ﷺ, he mentioned in one of the hadith, he said that if there are people whom you should feel jealousy about, there are two types of people. One of them is a person whom Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he blessed him with the wealth, and he used that particular wealth to actually pleases Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And the second type of a person is a person whom Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala he blesses him with the knowledge, and he used that particular knowledge, and some of the scholars, they mention here the knowledge of the Quran, and he used it for the purpose of pleasing Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Means the way he used it, he's very active and he's teaching people and he is practicing it in order to please Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He said these are the people that you should feel jealousy about. You should wish to have this particular kind of blessings in your life, and to ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make you to be among of those two categories of the people, because these are the people whom they are getting a lot of rewards from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So this is the third level, but this level is a positive one and it's not a negative one. In this particular level, Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he said a person who feels jealousy, by meaning that wishing to have those particular kind of blessings, but he doesn't want Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to remove those blessings from these people who are blessed, and he prays for them. He said, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala continue to reward them and bless them more so that they can benefit more people in this world. And he wishes to have those particular blessings also in his life. This kind of jealousy is called ghibta. What does it mean? When we look at all of these categories of jealousies, we can see that the two ones are the ones which are negative, and we consider them to go to the envy part. And the last one is the one which is called ghibta, and is considered to be a good jealousy, that we should have it in our life. Jealousy is something that exists in our life, but we need to know how to control it, how to manage it, in order for us to be able to act according to the way that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he wants us to act in it. And what are the things that a person who have this envy gain in his or her life? Most of the time people, they don't think about this. The people who have envy towards others, it is actually haram to have envy, or it is forbidden to have envy towards the other person. And therefore, when you have this bad, negative feeling towards the other person, and you do these actions, which are bad actions, in order to make sure that that blessing is destroyed, then you are actually getting a lot of sins from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And it might lead you to have, or to get major sins, in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. There are some people who have this level of envy to the extent of wanting to kill the other person, to the extent of wanting to destroy the things that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala He bless this particular people. And this one, it is something which is among of the major sins in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So you are getting a person who have this envy will get a sin in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Sin upon sin. You just imagine if this particular, thing that, or this particular feeling and this particular actions of envy, you are practicing or you are carrying them out every day. What will happen to you every day? You are getting sins and sins and sins from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect us from it. And beside that, there is another effect on it where, this particular behavior of envy, it is a bad etiquette in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Just imagine that you have seen Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala have blessed a certain person or certain people with a certain blessing, and you had to see that. You had to see the blessing of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You had to see Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless this particular people or that particular individual. Means that you don't like what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala He does, what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala decreed for these people. This is something which is against against the iman or the belief in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That's why Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he mentioned to us, he told us that these two things, they don't coexist together. The envy and the faith, one of it has to exist, the other one will go away. Means that if you are a believer in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then you are a person who have control over your jealousy. You're a person who can manage your jealousy. But if you're a believer and you find yourself that you have this particular feeling of envy, you have to be very careful, because it might lead you to a place whereby you will be practicing things which are against your faith in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And the other thing that, whenever you have this particular envy feeling and you practice, but your actions are derived by this particular feeling, you can see that it doesn't increase anything except stress, depression in your life. Because no matter how much you wish these particular blessings to be taken away from the people, they won't go away. And no matter how much you wish those blessings to come to you, they won't come to you by you having these particular feelings of anger, hatred, resentment, because of these blessings that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala He has bestowed in the lives of the people. So we need to understand this. It just increases the stress. And that's why you find the people who have this envy feelings, envy thoughts in their lives, they are covered with depression. They are people who just think negative in their lives. They are unhappy people. They don't have happiness in their lives. If we want to gain happiness, we have to find a way to control and manage this particular evil feeling and evil character in our life. And this one we will discuss more in another video on it, on how we can find the solutions and we can practice them according to the teachings that have been given to us by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, how we can control this particular envy feeling in our life, and how we can become better people in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But before we end this particular session, please don't forget to comment if you have any questions, and let us learn from each other. And if you have any comment which will improve our sessions like this, please do put your comment down, and I will see you in the next video. It's me, your brother Muhammad. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.